bathrooms apparently became most popular in Fairview Mall for how clean and sparkly they always were. After 8 years, Sears made cutbacks and she was let go. It was really devastating for her, but through good friends, she got new employment at the University of Waterloo, also working as a custodian, and then took early retirement after that as she could no longer handle such hard physical work anymore. When the grandchildren came along, there was much new joy and laughter. She just always regretted that most of them lived so far away. Shane, my son, was the only one close by the whole entire time. However, our family would visit whenever possible. With a total of 10 grandchildren, 4 are in Germany, 2 in Florida, 3 in Ottawa, and 1 in Kitchener. And now there's a 3-year-old great-granddaughter, Leah Maya, in Germany. And you will see her picture on the table. During retirement, Mom did remarry again. She had been single for quite some time now and met Emil Kadach, or Kadash in English, on one of her trips back to Edmonton. They were married in 1996 until Emil passed away 7 years later. And now we come to her last phase of life, 10 years in a nursing home. Just give me a moment. Still easier than singing up here. On March 13, 2002, Mom was rushed to the hospital. No one knew how it happened, but she was having massive brain seizure. For the next 3 days, she was in a coma. We had no idea of the outcome, fearing this was the end for her. It was so sudden. Once again, she proved how strong she really was. Slowly over the next 3 months, she did come around again. We had to reteach everything, how to eat and many other things, even walking. However, she never came back to how she had been. It was life-changing on a dime, resulting in living the rest of her life at Forest Heights Nursing Home. Although Mom could walk again and eat independently, her mind remained in serious dementia. It was in this time that I learned things about the human spirit, strength, and communication that I never knew before. Mom was on a whole new journey, and people around her all the time, which many became just like family. Her life now was simple, pampered. Everything was done for her. My comfort was seeing her no longer have any worries or hard work, but it took me a very long time to accept this change. However, she was still here, and that was the gift I was so thankful for. We could still love her. She spoke some, but only what was absolutely necessary. Her life now was very peaceful. I learned that when the mind shuts down so much, you then communicate from the heart and soul. And I will never forget how wonderfully she would squeeze my hand. But even in this state, she still did funny things, as some of you remember. When Mom was still walking around, she would wander around the halls and go into everyone's rooms. They all looked the same. Sometimes she'd sit or lie down in whichever bed was handy. Remember that? As well as move things around. This really angered the residences, and it was always a task for the workers or myself to search for where the missing items ended up. We know she meant no harm, probably just thought she was so clean and organizing. She also had a fabulous appetite. We knew if Olga is not eating, something is very wrong. Her expressions let us know exactly how she liked the food, too. You just had to observe her. If she didn't like something, she'd clamp her mouth shut, turn her head, and that was it. And you could just replace it with something likable, and instantaneously she'd open up and eat again. And sometimes this was done while she had her eyes closed, and it seemed like she was asleep. It was like she had eyes beyond her other eyes. She knew what she wanted. The staff would know her favorites, and she got spoiled, and rightfully so. By the time her walking diminished, her sleeping became very increased. So her awake life was about being pampered, good food, and of course cake whenever possible, which she just loved. And then she'd go right back to a peaceful sleep again. On one hand, You have to envy that. This year, however, was really difficult. 3 times she was in and out of the hospital and did some amazing turnarounds. However, this 4th time, her body just shut down, and she closes earthly life very peacefully in her time and in her way. I was honored and privileged to hold her hand through this. And I'd just like to take a moment and thank the people at Forest Heights Nursing Home and anyone else in this room that does that job. You don't get honored enough, and you don't get recognized enough, and you don't get paid enough either. I've watched so many people. It doesn't mean the place is perfect, but I've watched so many people and your loving actions that you do. And it's like one big new family. And for my family, myself, and especially for Olga, a big thank you for everything you do and continue on doing. It's so much more than you realize. I just wanted to honor you for that. In closing, the greatest thing our mother taught and showed us was her strong, unending faith. She fully believed in God and Christ through all her hardships and difficulties, and never once did we hear her question this belief. When people or things got difficult, she would always say, God will turn this around, or that person will change for the better. Such great strength in such a peaceful way. In her silent way, she taught the most. And she is so very, very missed. But we know now, as she's in her beautiful and free journey, we can take comfort that she watches over us all. There is no true separation. The only separation is what the mind perceives, for the souls are most definitely connected. We feel her love, her warmth, and see her beautiful smile. As she has joyfully and freely returned to her real home in the heavens,